the internet do its stuff. Right,
Yeah.
Connor, we are live, young man. So for everyone that's watching us, my name is Dale. It's my pleasure to introduce Connor. I run the Sack the Boss team. The Sack the Boss team is just a commune of UW partners. It's a commune of people who like having more than one paycheck every month. They like the ability to have their normal traditional income, but yet an extra income that takes the pressure off in this cost of living crisis. Everyone in Sack the Boss is partnered with Utility Warehouse, and Connor, although he isn't part of our team directly, is a very switched on young lad that I met at one of the Utility Warehouse events down in Cardiff. And we've been having a wee blather through social media. Then we met in Cardiff and we decided, look, you're doing so well. Let's get your story told and figure out why you're doing what you're doing.
Definitely.
So Connor, look, just for folk who are watching, first of all, for people that are on live, it would be lovely to hear from you. Let us know where you are in the UK. Give us a hi. If you know Connor, give him a hi. And also, if you know of anyone who's open-minded to making extra money, they really need to see this video, especially if they're in the kind of 20 to 30 age bracket, which is Connor. He's part of the young team. So,
my territory.
Correct. I'm one of the old fogies. I'm going grey. I'm nearly 50, so I'm screwed. Yeah, I just wish I had a TARDIS or something. Right, anyway, look, Connor, introduce yourself. Tell us where you're from.
Yeah, so first off, before we get into it, like the fact that I'm even on this with you is like still mind-blowing because, I mean, it's only a couple of months I was going through YouTube and then stumbled across your Sack the Boss videos, and then 2 months later we've connected and I'm here. We're on YouTube. It's just brilliant. But
Yeah,
so I'm from Colwyn Bay in North Wales. My background is in customer service mainly. I've worked since I was 14 in various different roles. And yeah, it's just, I mean, my mentor who brought me into the business. I mean, after working through customer service for the past 13 years and not really having any sort of recognition, promotion, it's just been, I don't know, you never really get much anything else out of being, like you call it, the rat race. And that's it resonates so much with me now. Like, it's just like, what have I been doing all this time? So now,
hey, mate, we all start there. Look, do you know,
Yeah.
everyone starts there. We all start with an employer, getting told what to do, when to start, when to finish. It's only, you know, as we start to kind of open our minds to other ways of making money and trying to be that bit more entrepreneurial that we realise there's actually loads of ways to make money, especially in an internet world.
Definitely.
So, Colwyn Bay, I don't even know where that is. I just know it's in Wales. Am I right? It's in Wales.
Small town in North Wales, yeah. There's
Right,
a few of us here.
Right, good. And so background customer service, which is great. Obviously, that's good. You're used to dealing with people. Family-wise?
Yeah, so it's me, my mum, my little brother, grandma, granddad around here, and then I've got my little daughter, Sophia, who's 4. And
That's
yeah,
great.
that's about it. I live with my uncle as well, but yeah, he'd hate me if I forgot him.
Yeah, you better not. Yeah, better not forget him. So you've got your daughter.
I won't have a home to go home to.
Yeah. So you've got your daughter, 4 years old.
Yeah.
It's life changing having a child, isn't it?
Completely. It completely changed my work ethic, just how I looked at life. Just completely, like, it was step up or step back. Basically, it was time to either grow up, be a man, or just squander everything. Basically, and I mean, especially in North Wales, a lot of people are happy just day to day job, nothing else. I'll go home, I'll work, and it's just no one really wants to just go for it. It is hard being around here. There's not a lot of opportunity. There's not a lot of work. It is hard to get out of the rat race. Basically, that's what we call it. It is hard. Like that's why this opportunity is such a good opportunity. That's why I'm focusing so heavily on recruiting rather than trying to save people money, because I know in the long run how much benefits we're going to be able to do for people.
And is that something, because we're all different, is that something that, you would say motivates you, the ability to help others?
100%. I mean, I've been helping people, like I said, since I was 14, always being a happy face, always wanted to just help people. And now what I can actually do for people is completely different to what I've been doing for the past 15 years or so. So it's now's the game changer. These next 3 years for me, it's going to be just up, up, up. Like I've got people all over the country that I've reconnected with that I haven't spoken to in years. And it's just a week here building a team, a week there building a team. And that's what I'm looking forward to the most, just being out of North Wales, but then being back, obviously, but a week in Liverpool, week in Cardiff, week in Glasgow, because that's coming as well.
Good. We'd love to have you up here. We run a Glasgow Buzz up here. It'd be good to have you on stage. So I've got a couple of questions for you, if you don't mind. When I was just looking through your kind of background and bio, before we go into the real stuff, you did a stint in Ibiza and Salou as repping, club repping.
Yeah.
Have you got stories that you could share? Clean
Not
ones?
on this show, no.
That's for a different video.
Yeah, definitely. No,
Right.
Ibiza was brilliant. It was just there's so many Brits out there as well. Like I'd like to go over there this summer and sort of start a bit of UW business, because there's a lot of hungry salespeople over there that want to do well and stuff. So it would be interesting being back over there, definitely.
My daughter, she's 17. She's started winding me up about that. She's like, "Yeah, Dad, next year I'm going to go. I'm going to do 3 months in somewhere." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's what you think."
Yeah, that's what you think, Lev. Not a chance.
Yeah,
not until you get 20 at least.
No, I'll be handcuffing her to the staircase. She's not leaving the house. Right, on to the serious stuff. So look, what we do is obviously it's a home-based business. It's the kind of thing that you can do over and above a normal job, but it's the kind of thing that also people need to be self-motivated. Would you say that that's right?
Yeah, 100%. You've got to want to work. You've got to want to work for it as well.
Yeah. So when it comes to the remote work, what would you say your generation of folk, how do they view remote working now?
Well, the majority of them are already working from home already, aren't they? I think through COVID, I mean, everyone basically learned how to work remote, didn't they? So it's not that much of being introduced to it again, really. But you're getting a lot more perks from it, aren't you? I think that most people, especially around here, it's not having to set their alarm. It's just like you can wake up, I don't know, 9:30, 10 o'clock, like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Oh, one of those, and then
yeah. And you only need to get half dressed.
Yeah.
You only get dressed for the kind of the belly button upwards.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so why did you join? Let's be serious. Why did you join? Because you've already got a job. You sound like you're a busy young lad. When I was 26, I wasn't that focused on making money, if I'm being honest. I was focused on just getting absolutely plastered.
Yeah.
Now, when I saw you on stage at Cardiff, you were talking in front of 200 people, and you were up on stage being recognised as one of the top performers, in Wales at the Wales event. So I guess I want to know why you are doing this. Like, what is the drive?
Well, my whole drive is so that my daughter is never going to have to work again. That's my whole basis. I was in care work before I did this. I was working 80-hour weeks for $4,000 a month, and it was just like no time, 24-hour shifts. I was riding 30 miles on an electric bike, but that was only 1 year I'd had that. But prior to that, I had no electric bike, and I was just riding back and forth 30 miles doing care work. And yeah, it was a really rewarding job, but for time and money, it was just non-existent. I locked myself away from people. I never wanted to go out. Like, it was just not nice, not good for my mental health, like, above all. And now I'm walking past people that I've been ignoring for years, and I'm just like, hey, how's it going? Just having a catch up with people. It's just completely changed the way I'm looking at and just everything again. It's completely brought me back out of my shell, 100%, because I was going down like quick. Right. A couple more months, it could have been dire, definitely.
Right. And well, listen, it's really good to know that having something like this has brought you out your shell and brought you back. I think one of the good things about this kind of industry is the first thing we're taught is personal development. And it's something that you're not taught in the career, you know, in the 9 to 5 world. They're not interested in really personal developing any of us. They're just interested in us turning up, doing what they're paying us to do, and then leaving. Whereas the minute you join this business, the first thing they do is they say, look, brilliant, let's teach you how entrepreneurship works, but it works with you needing to fix this first.
Of course.
And I guess that can probably help quite a lot of folk because, you know, social media is a great tool. We're using it right now to, you know, to have this conversation, but it's also can be a terrible tool.
I've said it a lot quite recently. We live in an attention economy now, so everyone is just watching what we're doing all the time. Attention, attention, attention. Like I said to you, the only reason I got up on stage, I didn't really want to do that, but I knew that everyone back here would be like, bloody hell, what's Connor doing? What's Connor up to now? Bloody hell, it's like, how's he pulled that one off, basically? But it's all about attention now. Social media is so influenced by your whole life. It's like you're looking at all these show-off people, and you only see the best angles, the best pictures. You don't see anything. You don't see the building. You don't see them locking themselves in the corner. Like I go home and I plot in a dark room. I don't go home and scroll on my phone. I sit there and plot my next move. That's the difference. Everyone else is looking what everyone else is doing. And I just want to better myself. That's the difference. But a lot of people,
you keep doing that. You keep doing that, and you'll hit the top really quickly. Yeah. Especially at the age of that, you've got such an advantage. Nobody even showed me, because obviously this business is about royalty income. For those that are watching, royalty income is money that gets paid to you month after month, year after year for work you did historically. So it means eventually you don't have to keep getting up to go to work because the money comes in if you don't get up. And that's the power that royalty income gives you. It sets you free. It gives you your life back. And obviously this position, this business, Connor, the one that you're promoting in and around Wales to your friends and family, it's about you helping them access that royalty income as well, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And so, I know there's so many people on here that are stuck in a rut that need a chance. Do you know what I mean? They've got a trade, or they're inherent beauty, or they've just never had a chance, basically. Yeah, and with this, it's for everybody. Anybody can do this business, and when you've got the right mentorship, the person who brought me into the business, Chris, absolutely amazing. Like, he's shown me so much, and he's nurtured me in such a way that I am how I am now, basically, and I can pass on what he's passing on to me as well as my own knowledge. But between me and him, we are building an empire, like I said before. And we're just trying to help as many people as we can. That's all it's about. It's not about me. I know what's coming to me in the future because I'm sacrificing everything now.
Yeah.
And we'll just see what happens.
So just on that, if you know Connor, you need to ask him what he's up to. Now, once Connor can give you, we've got magazines that Connor can put in your hand for you. We've got a 10-minute video that Connor can send you over through social media so you can get the information yourself. And then you can maybe, because sometimes you don't know what's the other side until you look at the information. And royalty income has completely changed my life. Totally changed my life. I used to be in a high paying, my final P60, it was like 84.5 grand was my last P60 for the job I was doing. And when I left that, folk thought I had, they thought I was nuts. They were like, why would you walk away from an 85 grand job, 100 grand's worth of company cars? Because me and my wife both had an Audi TTS, she had a Q5. Why would you walk away from all of that? And I'm like, because I'll have a lot more. But I have to take a step back to take a step forward.
Too many people too comfortable being comfortable. That's what it is. They're just like, oh, I'm okay, and I work for this, and I've got that, and blah blah blah. And it's like, no, do you not want more? Do you not want everything? It's like, come on, listen to me.
Well, the thing with this, I think we're both realising, the thing with this is you can do this over and above a job. I worked 70 hours a week. How many hours did you used to work?
I was doing 80 hours a week.
Right, so I was 60, 70 hours a week. But I was still able to do this a couple of hours over and above a 60-hour-a-week job so that I could start building this in the background while still bringing in the normal money. And as that slowly builds up behind the scenes, eventually it builds to a level where it then allows you to go, right, I could really get rid of that Yeah, it might be a little bit less, but it continues to build and it overtakes it.
Yeah, well, that's what I say to people. I say, like, I'm not asking you to quit your job. You keep your job. You keep doing how you're doing. Just give me 1 hour a week, 2 hours a week. Nothing. Just let me show you a few little things. I'll show you how the presentation works. I'll show you how we do it with your friends and family. We go from there. Just 1 hour, 2 hours. That's it. Carry on with the job, and then you will see the results. Like I'm seeing the results now.
I think it's the old tortoise and the hare analogy. Remember? I don't know if you remember that story.
Yeah, of course.
Takes forever and fucking, but it wins. The tortoise wins because it did a wee bit every day consistently, whereas the hare. Right, next question. We're getting. I'm blind without my specs on. How long has that been? 15 minutes, right? So we've not got much left. Upfront money. There's a lot of people in the UK right now who need upfront money to help bridge the gap between the increase in their costs and the fact that their salaries not keep catching up. Are we okay to ask you how much? What's been your best month with UW? Don't need an exact.
So since I joined the 8th of November, so I've been in the business 2 months now, just over, and I've done just over $3,000.
I love this business.
Yeah, so do I. Why aren't people listening to us more? Why aren't they listening to us?
No, Connor. Here's what you need to remember. I know you're just in the door. They are listening.
Yeah, I know they are. That's what I say.
They are listening.
They're all listening and they're all watching, but they all want to keep on with their lives for now, and they don't. A lot of people, I say, they think they're seeing how I'm doing it, and they think it's easy, and it is easy. But I'm putting in the work as well behind the scenes. I'm messaging people all the time. I'm posting on my Facebook group. I'm doing neighbour letters. I'm doing all the things to make sure that the business does keep flowing smoothly. But people think it's the lottery ticket, but it is the lottery ticket if you want it to be.
Here's what I've learned, right? Because I've done this a long time. People are always watching what you do, right? So it's important for us to just be there for when they need us.
Exactly. Yeah. For when the time's right, we're always there.
Yeah, exactly. Because see, in my early days, and this is more a tip from an old fart to one of the young team. When I started this, I was far too pushy, right? Because I would be like, oh, well, you don't want to have an additional income stream. You don't want royalty income. You must be an idiot. Well, you want to work for an employer all your life. Where's your aspirations in life? And I would just scare people away.
Yeah.
So my tip to you would be, always understand that the timing has to be right for the other person. Definitely. And as long as you're always there in the game, showing them that, you're being successful, not trying to convince people that this is some kind of magic lottery ticket, because we're a 1 point, God, I don't even know what it is right now. It's over £1 billion the company is worth in the London Stock Exchange. So we're a huge organisation, but sometimes the timing just has to be right for folk. I've got people who joined my business who, it was 6 months of watching us consistently on social media before they even sent me a message.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got that. I've got 100 people in my Facebook group now, and I'd say a quarter of them part of the business now, but the rest of them, they're all watching. Everyone else is watching what we're doing. So
that's it. No, you do. Yep, you just keep doing that, mate. Time has got to be right. So, upfront money, $3,000 in 2 months, and that's over and above working a full-time job.
No, I've quit my full-time job now. Yeah,
even better.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was like, so what? I can make this money and this money in a quarter of the hours of what I've just been doing 320 hours a month for. It's like, wow. So that was obviously another good feeling as well, because like I knew that wasn't my destiny. Like I've always cared for people, but doing that was not my legacy. Like, I mean, me and Chris share this office now. I get to come to work in a shirt and pants, and it's just like, this is my destiny. Like, how I can help people. This is the legacy that I'll leave. Like, it won't be working another 50 years to not be able to pay for a house that's only 200 grand. Like, no, like Dan Holmes, 19 years old, my age now, he's bought a house for 400 grand. It's like, yeah, I'm coming for you.
I recorded his slot and I couldn't believe it. He'd earned over £20,000 in the last 2 months as a UW partner. And his house is amazing. He's got a brand new Tesla on the drive, brand new Mini, and a 400 grand house. He's blooming, what is he, 23?
Yeah, no, he's 26, same age as me.
Oh, is he 26?
Yeah.
Still ridiculous, you know. And if you were to, if you say that to somebody off the cuff, they'd just be like, I don't believe it. It's because it doesn't sound right.
Yeah, I've
right,
seen
look,
it.
No, I know he's a very switched on lad. Right, listen, we're coming to the end. I wanted to keep this at 20 minutes, and we're already a minute over. So, last question, Connor. When people see this, they're probably going to be thinking one of two things. They'll think, it's too good to be true, or they're going to think, I wonder how that works. For the ones that think, I wonder how that works, what would you suggest they do?
Let's have a chat. Drop me a message. Let's just have a little talk through it. But the first thing has got to be you've got to take the opportunity. Like if an opportunity like this falls in your hand and you go, oh no, it seems too good to be true. So what have you got to lose? Put an hour, like I say, give me an hour a week, give me 2 hours a week. Do that for a year, see where you're at. You've already been working however many years in your life. What is another year of taking a little bit of training from me and showing you how to grow a business? Well, what else is that out your life?
Yeah. Good. Right, listen, Connor. Sounds good, mate. Look, Connor. Sorry. It's a live show, folks. My wife's phoning me. Oh, yeah, that's what's yeah. Right, look, thanks a lot for coming on, Connor. I didn't realise you're only 2 months in. I just knew you were smashing it. But to hear the kind of what the UW business is starting to do for you, the money that it's generating at such an early stage, and the focus that you've got with the royalty income and looking after your young girl Sophia, it's probably really inspiring for other current UW partners and people who haven't yet joined our teams. So please, as a final kind of call, if you do know Connor, at least get some information off him. He can explain it to you, and if it's not for you, no harm done. No big deal. At least you got the information. But what if it does work?
Exactly.
So, Connor, look, enjoy your evening. I've got a fast start plan to do with Karina she's down in Wales as well. So I'm doing a fast start plan with Karina, and then I'm getting spaghetti bolognese. So I'm going to leave it all to it. And for the people who are tuning in, thanks a lot for watching. I can see there's plenty watching live. I've got a couple of screens. We're broadcasting to a few different places. So thanks for tuning in. Please pop replay in the comments if you do see this at a later date. If you don't know Connor and you want some more information, you can reach out to myself through social media. But to be honest, Connor's the one you want to speak to. He's the one smashing it. So please reach out to Connor if you can. Other than that, we'll close this off, Connor, and I'll speak to you soon, young man. All right.
Brilliant. Thanks, mate. Thank you.